And good morning, people. Welcome back to Dragon Quest XI. Our whirlwind tour of the world is actually coming to an end. There's not really a whole... well, there's still things to do, but there's not a whole lot of things left to do. We've got Hotto to go to, we've got the battleground to go to, and we've got a couple more trials on Mount Panglai in Anguilla. And we can't forget Tickington, because I've still got to do that. So I'm making a stop of the tour for the moment to come back into the trial. Drustan's trial. We've done the first trial. Let's move on to the second one. This one is the Sage's trial, I do believe. Yeah, the trial of the Sage. Harder than the trial of the Disciple. I do have more levels. My equipment's still pretty much the same. I haven't really built that up much lately, but hopefully it should be enough. Where this is going to take us, I honestly don't have any clue. So let's go in. There is only one thing that I know about these trials at the moment. Fierce Forest. Oh, we're at the first forest. The things that I know about this particular okay, there's the exit. Right. These trials is time. There's a lot of monsters. One of the things about the trials is depending on the time of day, the monsters do change, just like out in the normal world. The issue with that is time. As far as I'm aware, time, or what I've seen and heard, time doesn't actually pass too well. So if it's nighttime here, it stays night. If it's daytime here, it stays daytime. And there's no way of actually changing it manually. So you have to come in at the correct time. I don't know if that's completely true or anything like that, but that's what I'm going to go off of and just stick with. So I've come in at sort of dusk time to hopefully get some of the night enemies, or keep the time as night as possible. Am I good for pretty much everything? I don't know why I'm looking at equipment. I haven't changed it for a while. So sparkly spots, there are new things. Notes for treasures, 4 pieces of treasure. And of course, enemies, godsteeds.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, just go for them, I think. Vacuum smash. Blinding flames, so fire damage and possibility of doing dazzle. That would be my guess. Honestly, you don't really have too many good ways of dealing damage to groups. Using up a lot of MP for your skills, but oh well.
Well, that was easy.
Hendrik, do you actually want H. Puffy? Mostly because it's his surprise slot. Okay, I thought that was his surprise one. Ah, that's the problem. I should have got pep chance. Or is it the pep one? I thought that was his surprise one. I'm sure I did that before and it was his surprise one. Unless I did pep first, and you know what? We're going to get both anyway. H-Puffy is still a healing spell. Yes, it deals damage to him, basically 30% of his HP, but 30% of his HP is still better than any other healing he's got. Might be a mistake, but I don't think it's going to be. We're going to get more points down the line. It is said that the things closest to us are often the quickest overlooked. The path to the exit may lie far from the exit itself. Retrace those steps, wanderer, and open thine eyes. So you're essentially saying the way forward may be just right there. Let's find out. Well, it is a way. But mostly, I need to look for chests, like that one at the back there. So, yeah, it may say that the bracket of evolution. That's nice. It may say the chest is the exit is right there, but do I want to go through it? The answer is likely no. We might have these enemies already.
Wonderful.
If we do, yay. If not, they can run away.
Burn.
The only one we haven't found so far is the Godsteed. So do need to keep an eye on things. Vicious Ursa Miner. Yeah, we've seen that one. There's also the fact of the sparkly spots, which we do want to get all of those as well. Yeah, so our path is blocked. But that's fine, we want this chest up here. What a wonderful world tree. Yggdrasil crowns and Yggdrasil dress coats. That sounds like something for Rab, actually. So let's head back. All these enemies are in the list already, so yes, they might come with other enemies that aren't, but I am okay with risking that sort of thing at the moment. What were the enemies in here? I don't see one of the bombs in there. Okay, so the Raven Lunatic is in there. But not these. The bomb boulders.
Okay. Vacuum back!
Excellent. The Luminary gets some
getting better.
skill points, so does Veronica. Let's see what we can do with those. What was I doing with those? Was I finally heading over to Omni Hill, or was I picking something else up? Oh yeah, I was aiming for Pep Up. Do I want Magical Might or Maximum MP? Magical Might would increase his Zap spells, but I'm not really using them too much unless it's against mechanical enemies. And that does double damage anyway, so I think the additional MP is better overall because of the skills I'm using. Skill wise, we want the pep up chance. And then from that we need the magical might. Okay. Let's try this other one here. This might just be the way forward. Doesn't look like it, but actually might be. I'm going to go back and we're going to follow the path around because I've got the feeling there's going to be a blocking point, but maybe a chest at the end of it. Bodkin. Fletcher. Yeah. So let's head down here. Crackbill platypuses or splattypunks, platypunks, whichever you want to call them, we don't need to deal with. That's a nightstick. Hawk Knights. Yeah, we've got that one. Let's go round because, yeah, that's another Spectralite. At this rate, I may not even need to hand anything into Crystallinda to do any of the materials. Redwood. And I'm sort of expecting, okay, lump mages, fungals, we don't need to worry about them. I'm sort of expecting a chest at the end here. Yeah. Serenica's circlet. That has to be for Serena. Yeah. 5 MP restored after each battle. Pretty good. Stops you from being instantly killed. Useful. Stops you from missing a turn each 20% up to 50%. That for Serena, making sure she gets her turns, yes. And of course it's part of Serenica's set. And just plain out better than what she's got at the moment, which is the Goddess Tiara. I will take it. I will take everything there. Yeah, usually there's a piece of rope over there, that, at least in the first forest, there's a piece of rope that takes you over, but that isn't possible on this version of the map, the Fierce Forest. So that's 3 treasures? No. I've only picked up 2 treasures. I thought I picked up 3. Well, no matter what, there is just the one more sparkly spot, which is an item we've already picked up, essentially, but I do want to go and pick it. And 2 chests. It was this one that takes us further inwards, isn't it? Yes. Chest over here? Yeah. Free mini medals to whatever I want to collect from the list. I'm not actually entirely certain what it is I want yet. The pet pips definitely seem like the best choice, but I'm not sure how much I'm actually going to use them. So I'll have to sort of look again. Alright, so what do we have down here? That's the way to the next teleporter, so this way must be to a chest. Yeah. The Phantom of the Opera. Phantom masks, dark robes, pairs of murky mittens. The murky mittens sound like a deafness item to me. The other ones, I'm not too certain. They might be deafness as well, considering the overall look of that particular recipe book. We fought the noble dragon. We haven't faced the one that's flying, so let's see what that does to us. And we'll get a bite bulb just for the heck of it. So, the Infernal Serpent. You are flying, so let's bring out the Harvest Moon. I am not afraid of the Fright Bulb. This thing though, I sort of do want to make sure I don't die. Let's kill that just for the heck of it. Oh, you're taking a little bit more damage than I thought. Kaboom all. No, just kaboom. Let's not overuse my MP. I've got more than enough on Veronica and Serena for sure, but I don't want to use it all. Plus, well, I actually could, because let's face it, between each one we are going to be resting up at a shrine. Sword dance. Yeah, you're not too bad. You get 2 turns, but that's about it. Now, can I get past the noble dragon before, without actually having to fight it? Thank you for letting us past. No point fighting a noble dragon if we don't need to. Okay, so we've had the Fierce Forest. Where's our next one? The Hoarder's Keep. This is the Gildenhall, isn't it? That's Gildegar's old throne. Not too many in the way of monsters, but we are seeing a few, and most of them we actually haven't faced yet, so let's get started. Vicious gold-plated puppets and vicious lump shamans. Yeah, well.
Fancy a whirlwind romance?
I think we're good.
Veronica wins again.
There's 2. How many treasure chests are we looking at? Not that we'll be able to actually find out here because, yeah, we need to actually get into the place proper. Golden Goliath. Giga Flash. Yeah, Golden Goliath didn't take too much damage. I'm actually not really shocked by that. We are going to blunt it though. Twice.
Pink tornado!
And just buff ourselves up once. I'm expecting... yeah, that. Lightning Thrust. It would give a good chance of a critical, so... Sword Dance, yeah. Yeah, I definitely need to do criticals against this thing.
Chin up. Thank you.
Or reduce its defense. That's your next thing.
Watch out!
And with the hero back up, Lightning Thrust again. Might as well. You're going to keep up the sword dances though. Yeah, that does practically nothing. You don't really have a good critical move though, do you, Luminary? Let's try Zapple. Yeah, that doesn't really do too much either.
Lightning thrust!
Yeah, make sure they're sapped at the very least. But you're not going to do too much damage to the Golden Goliath. Right, let's move on. Let's see what else we've got in the area. But yeah, this is definitely... no loot in this area. Okay. No sparkly spots either. It is the Gilden Hall, but this gold is a little bit tarnished. Yeah, that's... Yeah, of course that's they're going to just let us in there. Ten pieces of treasure. There's going to be some. Are those two types of? Yeah, we've got vicious metal dragons here, but there's a golden version over there as well. Okay, kaboom. These are metal dragons, so they're not going to take too much in the way of damage. But we do have lightning attacks, so Kaswish or Divine Restitution. Let's try Kaswish. I don't think it's going to do too much. Yeah. These are another enemy that you can get the clockworm from, so it's not limited to Mordegon's castle. Let's go and see what this golden dragon is like, though. And are those vicious very devils?
Are you ready for this?
Yep, vicious fairy devils. Meccano worm. Is that a play on? No. I'm not too sure what it's a play on something, but I'm not too sure exactly what it's a play on.
Let's light things up.
That's actually a little dangerous.
Thank you. Harvest moon. Burn.
And they call for backup from vicious metal dragons, so okay, good to know. Anything I really want to do with you? Not really, Serena. I might need to take you out for someone else who could do some damage. But then again, do I really want to lose the healing? Not really. Lots of experience, but honestly, not a whole lot of good. Locked? Yeah. I think basically what that was that did was to make sure we go back down, go back up the normal route. No, I don't want to attack you. Luckily, you don't get called on. No chest here. Two pieces of treasure in this area. Let's... I know the normal route round, but it looks like this one's a very different route. Vicious skeletons. Yeah, let's go chill blaze. Yeah, I thought it was words. I thought it said chili blaze there for a moment. And since your one's just about to disappear as well, Fiery Fandango? Sure. So let's head over this way. There is a chest over here. So that's one of the two. Drustan's shield. Defense, block chance, a lot of defense, a lot of block chance, a bit of charm, health regeneration, and elemental damage reduction. How is that for you, Hendrik, actually? Just an improvement in every single manner. So Hendrik's doing a very good Drustan impression at the moment. Not a perfect one. He's still got two more pieces at least to go. Very Devils, I don't think we need to deal with you. I think I've found 8 of our treasures. 8 of our 10 treasures. I'll take a double. And this is where I'm going to lose all my MP, isn't it? Oh no, you're going to heal me. I'm certainly not against you healing me. And, well, this is going to be Zapple. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, this is 9 of our treasures. So, how many of these are vicious token takers? My bet is on every single one. I'll come back with the answer in just a moment. The answer is just the 3 of them, actually. I'm actually a bit shocked. They have just given me a few tokens, casino tokens, not that I need them. So let's keep moving. Door locked. Oh no. More very devils. There is one more treasure though. You are not that treasure. You're not either, but you're vicious skeletal swordsman.
Let's keep at it.
You might be new. Actually, you're undead. Strike that deals heavy damage to the undead for 2 MP. Let's try it.
Deliverance.
242. It's not exactly as good as I expected. I'm not too sure what that's based off of her though. There's a lot of things that are just based off of her. It's one of her lesser stats. So yeah, I'm not too sure which one that would be. It's either strength or attack. One you can only get up by a little bit. The other one you can up a little bit more. I think it's attack that you can do a better job of because it can be upped by a lot of things, while strength can only be upped by a few things. Of course, that doesn't say too much, but I'm not entirely certain of the ways the skills work for her. At least that one. You need another 14. Sylvando, I still have no idea what I'm doing with you, do I? I do need to at least get that one. And I actually do want to up some of these. Actually, we are going to do one in Grandstand. And ladies first. Mostly because I want to know what this one is. That's sudden death. That's not really going to help. Basically what I'm doing here is just opening them up. That's 10, that's 4, that's 10. Well, we need to do both anyway. So I know what I'm... And I have no idea what that pet power was. I really should have held on for that. Yeah, let's give you another... Let's wait a little bit, because I do want to check what this one is, because it is chivalry. Because he does have a couple of skills in here that are okay. Grandstand is basically his power-up. It gives him attack and defense, but doesn't really do as much as many other things, but it's still good. Whipping Boy is his way of guarding. There is one underneath one of these ones which is also okay. So yeah, so either another level or doing some shenanigans with skill points. Eternal Elegance, Crowns of Eternity, Gowns of Eternity. Okay, those sound like upgraded versions of the Emperor's robes and Empress's robes. We need to beat you up. Vicious whack-a-lights. Jade had enough. Especially since there's a chest over here with a gold bar. No more loot on level 2 though. And there was no loot on level 1? Sorry, no loot on level 3? And we are done on level 1. Okay. So if that's the case, we've just got this particular sparkly spot, and then we can move on. Corporals, we've got them. We haven't got the other one at the back here. Vicious Shadow Ministers. Your vicious token takers, I don't need to worry about you. I will... That's a harvest spot for Agates of Evolution. That That's interesting. Okay, so I can... I'm just seeing and looking at the ways I need to go. Okay. And I'm pretty certain the way I need to go is back this way and up these stairs here. Vicious sham hat witches I don't need to deal with. Do actually need to go back. Yeah, let's go back and face up against that vicious gold golem. Pretty sure that sham hat witch was going right for me there. Yeah, head that way. We're here for this thing.
What do we do now?
What we do is, well... Yeah, lightning thrust.
Lightning thrust!
I was sort of hoping for a critical there, but sap.
How's about this then?
Okay, we got it on the second attempt. And I'm also going to Doleful Dirge it. And now we can do some damage. That's a lot more damage than I thought I might do. Okay.
Burn! We win again.
Some gold ore. Not bad. And, well... Still don't know the reason you'd want to ride the gold golem, but definitely don't want to deal with you, Golden Goliath. If I'm right, and we do go up here and through this, we'll probably fall down again. Yeah. Sort of expected it to happen. Okay, we're free. Because the actual way to go is this way. Vicious Hyperexians. Hypothermians, that's it. Don't need to fight you, so we will skip and move on to the next one. which is another one just there. Okay. And that's this place done. So that's 2. The Disciples Trials also had 2, so most likely we are just about to find Drustan and take the final part of this particular trial. Rectification. Let's do what I'm looking for here, and we are going to skip out on the knives here. Don't need them. And character builder Sylvando. We'll take Whipping Joy, because that allows me to open up. There's his pet power up. So yes, I do want to go there. And Finger of Justice. Yeah, okay. So Grandstand, the Resilience, Whipping Boy, Whipping Joy, and Whipping Ploy, his Finger of Justice, and his pet power up. Ladies first. It sacrifices his own turn to allow one of the ladies to go in his place, but Sylvando has his own sort of things which are really good as well, so I'm a little hesitant on that, but everything else on the Chivalry is fairly good, and we can equip him with some decent defensive gear. How much can I get out of this? First up, we do need to remove the Chivalry ones, because I do need to redistribute them a little bit. Okay, so that's that done. I honestly don't remember what that panel was. That wasn't his pep up, was it? His pep ups, his stat increases for pep, was it? I'm not entirely certain. It might have been. I'll have to go back and check. But yeah, basically what I did was I removed everything on Chivalry, then put in a few of them, then removed everything from swords. That way I could just get Dragon Slash and attack power, so I could get the pet power up. So I've got Finger of Justice, his entire whipping set, the Resilience, and the Grandstand. So yeah, Sylvando is good right now. He's set up. The only other one I sort of need to get is this one for Leafness, but I need some points for that. But I don't need to go into the daggers too much, or the swords too much. Maybe for these two, just to get this again. If it was his pep stats. Otherwise we're good. Otherwise Sylvando is pretty much set. He's got really everything I need on him. So next time, let's see if Drustan is right beyond that teleporter. And if he is, let's take the Sage's trial. The final fight of it. Until then, have a wonderful day, have lots of fun. Goodbye.